Have you ever walked into a motorcycle dealership and noticed certain bikes just sitting there untouched? These Japanese motorcycles were supposed to be hits, but now dealers can't get rid of them fast enough. From adventure bikes to retro-style cruisers, something went wrong. Stick around, because by the time we hit number 1, you won't believe how cheap some of these bikes have become. Number 7. Kawasaki Versus 1000. This was supposed to be the ultimate mid-adventure tourer, a multi-talented machine designed to devour miles in comfort while tackling gravel tracks with confidence. Kawasaki envisioned the Versus 1000 as the perfect all-road companion, built for cross-country escapes without compromise. Its robust steel frame, long travel suspension, and upright ergonomics promised fatigue-free days in the saddle. Luggage mounts and generous wind protection completed the picture of a bike ready to go the distance. All its power comes from a liquid-cooled inline-4 engine, displacing 1,000 cubic centimeters, delivering 110 horsepower and 76 pound-feet of torque. These numbers position it firmly in the mid-adventure touring category, providing enough muscle for highway speeds and uphill climbs. Weighing 558 pounds, the Versus 1000 features fully adjustable Showa suspension, including 43mm inverted front forks and a horizontal backlink rear shock, designed to soak up rough terrain while maintaining stability. Braking is managed by dual 300mm front discs with radial-mounted calipers, ensuring strong and consistent stopping power on varied surfaces. This combination of power, weight, and suspension makes it theoretically suited for long journeys over mixed terrain. Once praised for its balanced ride and versatile capabilities, the Versus 1000 gradually lost its edge as competitors introduced lighter, more focused machines. Riders who initially admired its comfort and road presence began to notice its shortcomings when stacked against newer models. One major issue was its handling. While the suspension soaked up bumps and offered a cushioned ride, the bike felt vague when cornering. Its acceleration, though respectable, lacked the punch that rival models delivered, leaving it feeling somewhat underwhelming in spirited riding conditions. One of the most common complaints was its top-heavy feel, especially when loaded with gear. The bike's center of gravity made tight maneuvers feel clumsy, and its weight distribution became noticeable during low-speed navigation or parking lot maneuvers. While the windscreen and seat comfort were praised on long-distance rides, the overall package did not justify its premium price when compared to more agile and purpose-built adventure bikes. The Versus 1000 became one of those bikes that looked promising on paper but felt less impressive in practice. Another issue was the bike's identity crisis. It was neither the quickest on the road nor the most off-road capable. Buyers looking for a nimble machine found it too bulky, while those wanting true off-road prowess turned to models like the Yamaha Terra 700 or the KTM 800 Adventure. These bikes offered better ground clearance, lighter frames, and more focused designs, leaving the Versus stuck in a niche that few wanted to occupy. Pricing also became a challenge. Initially priced at approximately $12,000, the Versus 1000 positioned itself against both dedicated sport tours and adventure bikes with superior power-to-weight ratios. As competition increased, dealers began slashing prices, bundling high-value accessories like heated grips, top cases, and crash bars in an effort to move inventory. Even with 0% financing and extended warranties, the Versus 1000 struggled to attract buyers. Rows of unsold units remained on showroom floors, overshadowed by sleeker and more affordable alternatives. The depreciation also hit hard. Trade-in values for the Versus 1000 cratered as used models flooded the market, making it less appealing for anyone hoping to upgrade or sell. Despite its reputation for mechanical reliability, it could not withstand the competitive pressure from lighter, more powerful, and more technologically advanced models. Now, shifting from Kawasaki's hefty all-roader, let's dive a bike that played it too safe and still got left behind. Number 6. Suzuki Vstrom 1050. Some bikes age gracefully, others get stuck in time. Unfortunately, the Suzuki Vstrom 1050 falls into the latter category. Built to go everywhere and do everything, this dual-sport contender should have dominated the middleweight class. It was designed to be a versatile machine, capable of handling both long-distance touring and light off-road adventures. On paper, it seemed like the perfect all-rounder. In reality, it struggled to keep up as the competition evolved around it. The Vstrom features a liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin engine, displacing 1,050 cubic centimeters. This power plant produces 90 horsepower and 70 pound-feet of torque, delivering a balanced blend of power for both highway cruising and light off-road exploration. Weighing 570 pounds, the Vstrom is equipped with 43mm conventional front forks and a single rear monoshock, both of which are preload adjustable to accommodate varying loads. Braking duties are handled by Takako radial-mounted calipers gripping dual 310mm discs up front, with anti-lock braking system as a standard feature. The bike's neutral seat height and wide handlebars promote long-haul comfort and easy maneuverability, making it a practical choice for touring and everyday commuting. Despite its solid mechanics and durable build, the Vstrom 1050 struggled to distinguish itself in an increasingly competitive field. One of the main issues was the engine architecture, which felt outdated compared to newer designs. While the V-twin delivered reliable power, it lacked the immediate punch and refined character seen in more modern dual-sport engines. Additionally, the suspension, while tuned for comfort, felt wallowy when pushed hard. Riders who craved sharp responses and modern electronic aids often found themselves looking elsewhere. The Vstrom's downfall wasn't due to one glaring fault, but rather a gradual decline as competitors pushed the boundaries of the segment. Initially, the Vstrom held its ground with value and reliability. However, as rival brands introduced more advanced ride modes, ride-by-wire throttles, and sharper chassis dynamics, the Vstrom's traditional setup began to feel antiquated. What once felt like a balanced adventure machine slowly turned into an afterthought in the dual sport and adventure bike community. One of the biggest challenges for the Vstrom 1050 was Suzuki's reluctance to modernize it. While competitors like the Yamaha Terra 700 and Kawasaki Versus 1000 received significant updates, the Vstrom remained largely unchanged. This conservatism left it feeling frozen in time, unable to compete with bikes offering more character and dynamic performance. As other manufacturers embraced new technologies, the Vstrom's simplicity became a disadvantage rather than a selling point. Dealerships were quick to notice the declining interest. Initially priced around $11,000, the Vstrom 1050 became a regular subject of aggressive rebate programs and demo ride incentives. Dealers bundled accessory kits, panniers, engine guards, and auxiliary lighting in an effort to make the bike more appealing. Despite these efforts, the bikes lingered unsold, leading many showrooms to carry excess inventory long after newer models hit the market. Now, it's one thing to be outdated, it's another to be so overpolished that nobody feels anything at all. And that is what happened to this next one. Number 5. Honda CB1000R. Honda aimed for the perfect blend of nostalgia and precision when designing the CB1000R. The concept was ambitious, a motorcycle that could capture the raw authenticity of classic bikes while delivering the refined performance of a modern machine. Sculpted fuel tank lines, a round LED headlight, and exposed frame sections promised a retro aesthetic, while the inline-4 engine and fully adjustable suspension signaled contemporary prowess. Marketing positioned it as an all-purpose machine, equally at home blitzing through urban traffic or carving up winding canyon roads on the weekend. In theory, it was the ultimate blend of heritage and horsepower. The CB1000R runs on a liquid-cooled inline-4 engine displacing 998 cubic centimeters, pushing out 143 horsepower and 77 pound-feet of torque. This power setup gives it the ability to handle both city commutes and spirited rides on twisty roads. Weighing 475 pounds, the CB1000R remains relatively nimble for an urban commuter and canyon carver. The suspension system features fully adjustable show a separate function, Big piston forks up front and a show of balance-free rear cushion shock in the rear, offering a combination of precise handling and ride comfort. Braking duties are managed by dual radial mounted 4-piston calipers with 310mm discs in the front and a single 240mm disc at the rear. The anti-lock braking system ensures controlled stopping, especially on unpredictable urban roads. This combination of balanced weight, refined suspension, and powerful braking makes the CB1000R theoretically well suited for both daily use and weekend escapes. However, in execution, the CB1000R never truly settled into a clear identity. The aesthetics leaned heavily on retro cues, but the riding experience was thoroughly modern, almost clinical. Honda engineered out nearly all the flaws, but in doing so may have also smoothed over the quirks that give naked bikes their distinctive character. Without the scrappy attitude of a traditional cafe racer or the explosive thrill of a modern sport bike, it became something of a purgatory machine, refined, capable, but ultimately forgettable. Pricing also played a role in its lukewarm reception. Originally priced at $13,000, the CB1000R sat in a difficult spot, well above entry-level models, yet below premium street fighters. This created an awkward in-between that appealed to few. Novice riders found the cost prohibitive, while experienced enthusiasts criticized its reserved power delivery and lack of visceral feedback. It was a bike stuck between worlds, and few were willing to meet it there. Dealerships quickly noticed the lack of interest. To clear inventory, they slashed prices from the original $13,000 to well below $10,000, often bundling optional technology packages that included ride modes, cruise control, and cornering ABS. Even with factory credits and complimentary service plans, showroom floors remained cluttered. Demo rides rarely turned into purchases, and potential buyers often left unimpressed by the bike's lack of a distinct personality. Resale values reflected the low demand, and the used market became flooded with low-mileage examples priced to move. Online reviews and motorcycle forums shared a common sentiment. The CB1000R wasn't bad, but it was forgettable. In a market driven by passion and identity, being technically sound but emotionally flat proved to be a major disadvantage. Now, what happens when a bike absolutely nails off-road performance but forgets the rest of the adventure equation? Number 4. Yamaha Terra 700. This bike was built to conquer dirt trails and mountain passes, embodying off-road DNA in every weld. Yamaha's Terra 700 arrived with a rally-inspired heritage, lightweight construction, and ambitious off-road credentials. It was designed to bridge the gap between rugged adventure and everyday usability. Long travel suspension, a tall windscreen, and a narrow seat promised comfort on all-day treks, while its minimalist electronics package aimed to keep weight low and maintenance simple. On paper, it was the ultimate crossover for both pavement and dirt. The engine is a liquid-cooled parallel twin, displacing 688 cubic centimeters, generating 72 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque. This power configuration strikes a balance between manageable road performance and off-road capability. Weighing in at 435 pounds, the Terra 700 is designed for agile handling, both on and off the beaten path. The front suspension consists of KYB long-travel telescopic forks with over 8 inches of travel, while the rear uses a monoshock with adjustable preload and rebound damping optimized for rugged terrain. Braking is managed by dual 282mm wave discs with twin piston calipers up front and a single 245mm disc at the rear, featuring switchable anti-lock braking system for better off-road control. This combination of lightweight design, long travel suspension, and robust braking makes the Terra 700 well suited for diverse terrain. At launch, anticipation for the Terra 700 was sky high. Off-road enthusiasts saw it as a spiritual successor to Yamaha's Paris-Dakar Legends, and early adopters praised its durability, suspension travel, and tractable engine. It proved capable on a wide range of surfaces, handling sand, rocks, and single-track trails with surprising finesse. On paved roads, its nimble handling made it an excellent commuter or weekend adventurer. Riders appreciated its dual nature, and the bike quickly gained a reputation for reliability and rugged capability. However, the honeymoon period didn't last. Despite glowing reviews on dirt tracks, the Tenere 700's barebones specification, combined with its manufacturer's suggested retail price of around $10,000, left some buyers feeling underwhelmed. While its off-road capabilities were unquestionable, the absence of features commonly found in modern adventure tourers, like long-range fuel capacity, quick-shifter options, and adjustable cruise control, made it feel incomplete. Adventure riders accustomed to well-equipped machines found the Tenere lacking when it came to long-distance touring comfort. One of the biggest issues was its price positioning. As the manufacturer's suggested retail price climbed above comparable dual sport models, buyers hesitated. On paper, the Tenere still seemed to offer good value. However, once accessory costs, travel equipment, and maintenance were factored in, the total investment began to rival bikes with significantly more features. This pricing dilemma placed the Tenere 700 in direct competition with more versatile or better-equipped rivals, making potential buyers reconsider. Adventure seekers on a budget often opted for the Kawasaki KLR650, drawn to its simplicity and lower entry cost. Meanwhile, those who prioritized touring capability gravitated towards the Honda CRF 1000L Africa Twin, which offered superior comfort features and robust dealer support. Both alternatives delivered a more complete package for riders unwilling to compromise on amenities. Even die-hard off-road enthusiasts found themselves converting lighter motocross chassis into adventure builds, rather than paying showroom prices for a bike that still needed thousands in upgrades to meet their expectations. And if that felt like a letdown, wait until you see what happened to a machine that once ruled the budget naked scene. Number 3. Suzuki SV650. Once hailed as the gold standard for beginner-friendly fun, this V-twin legend is now fighting just to stay on showroom floors. The Suzuki SV650 promised a torque, character-filled alternative to sportier machines, boasting a reputation for reliability and ease of maintenance that appealed to riders seeking fun without fuss. For years, it held legendary status among budget-conscious enthusiasts, delivering a riding experience that was both accessible and engaging. The SV650 features a liquid-cooled V-twin engine displacing 650 cubic centimeters. It produces approximately 74 horsepower and 45 pound-feet of torque, offering a broad, torquey curve that delivers confidence at low revs. Weighing 423 pounds, the SV650's suspension setup includes telescopic front forks with spring preload adjustment and a link-type rear monoshock, which also offers preload adjustment. Braking is managed by dual 290mm discs with two piston calipers at the front and a single 240mm disc at the rear. The anti-lock braking system is standard, adding an extra layer of safety without sacrificing road feel. This combination of manageable weight, practical suspension, and reliable braking made the SV650 a popular choice for new riders and seasoned commuters alike. For years, the SV650 maintained its status as an ideal middleweight bike. It was easy to ride, forgiving in traffic, and offered just enough grunt to make twisty roads enjoyable without overwhelming less experienced riders. Motorcycle schools, track day enthusiasts, and even veteran riders praised its balance of affordability and mechanical charm. It became a go-to model for those who wanted a bike that could handle a little bit of everything: commuting, light touring, and even the occasional track day. However, as the motorcycle industry evolved, Suzuki did not. The SV650 found itself falling behind as competitors introduced models with more advanced features. Initially topping sales charts, it gradually became squeezed from both ends of the market. Entry-level twins like the Kawasaki Ninja 400 and Yamaha MT-03 offered sharper handling, lighter weight, and modern electronics, drawing new riders away. Meanwhile, premium middleweight naked bikes boasted adjustable suspension, traction control, and ride modes that made the SV's basic setup feel increasingly outdated. The problem wasn't just about technology, it was about perception. What once felt like a simple and honest motorcycle began to feel outdated and under-equipped. Originally priced just under $7,000, the SV650 once represented an affordable entry into V-twin performance. However, as riders began to expect digital interfaces, smartphone connectivity, and advanced ride modes even at this price point, the SV's analog setup started to feel antiquated. In a world where bikes are expected to evolve alongside the rider's skills, the SV650 remains stubbornly rooted in the past. Part of the challenge is that Suzuki hasn't made meaningful changes to the SV's platform in years. Instead, they relied on name recognition and budget pricing to keep it afloat. As technology continues to shape the motorcycle landscape, today's riders expect more than just a friendly introduction to motorcycling. They want machines that can grow with them. The SV650's lack of advanced rider aids, dated analog instrumentation, and minimal fairing underscore its inability to stay relevant. While some mechanics appreciate its straightforward upkeep, potential buyers are put off by the absence of digital displays and the somewhat limited braking performance compared to newer models. But some bikes don't fail because they're flawed. They fail because they never really stood for anything in the first place. Number 2. Kawasaki Ninja 650. It was supposed to be the next step after a beginner bike, a friendly sport machine with just enough edge to keep things exciting. Instead, it landed somewhere no one really wanted to go. The Kawasaki Ninja 650 entered the lineup as a versatile middleweight sport bike, blending performance and everyday usability. It promised ninja-inspired styling, crisp handling, and manageable power, aiming to satisfy both novice riders stepping up from smaller machines and veterans seeking a lightweight track tool. With adjustable suspension and a slipper clutch, it presented itself as a well-rounded, sporty option. This machine pumps out 61 horsepower and 46 pound-feet of torque from a liquid-cooled parallel twin engine displacing 649 cubic centimeters. Weighing 419 pounds, the bike features a front suspension with telescopic forks and adjustable preload, while the rear suspension is a horizontal backlink monoshock, also adjustable for preload. Braking duties are handled by dual semi-floating 290mm pedal discs with dual piston calipers at the front and a single 220mm pedal disc at the rear. This setup provides smooth, linear power delivery, but lacks the exhilarating character found in larger supersport models. The anti-lock braking system adds an element of safety without compromising feel, but overall the package feels a bit subdued for those craving more dynamic performance. From the moment it hit showrooms, the Ninja 650 seemed poised to fill a gap in the market, a versatile middleweight sport bike for riders stepping up from smaller machines, but not quite ready for the intensity of leader-class bikes. Its upright ergonomics and relaxed riding position made it comfortable for daily commuting and weekend rides, while still maintaining a sporty edge and handling to keep things interesting. However, the problem wasn't in what the Ninja 650 offered, it was in what it lacked. With a starting price of around $8,000, the Ninja 650 found itself awkwardly positioned. It cost significantly more than the entry-level Ninja 400, but far less than the more powerful Ninja 900. This pricing created a dilemma, placing it in a no-man's land, too expensive for new riders looking for an affordable track bike, and not powerful enough for seasoned sport bike enthusiasts. The middleweight segment, once a safe zone for versatile machines, became more demanding as riders started expecting features like ride-by-wire throttles, traction control, quick shifters, and Bluetooth integration even on mid-tier models. Unfortunately, the Ninja 650 offered none of these. Its outdated LCD display looked nearly identical to older Kawasaki models, and the lack of advanced rider aids made it feel behind the times. While many competitors moved toward tech-rich setups, the Ninja 650 remained stubbornly analog. Non-adjustable brakes and conventional forks left little room for customization or performance improvement, making it hard to justify over bikes that came equipped with modern features straight from the factory. One of the core issues is that the Ninja 650 doesn't leave a strong impression. While it's reliable and offers predictable handling, it lacks the excitement that many sport bike riders crave. It's neither aggressive nor especially refined, It simply exists without demanding attention. In a segment filled with bikes that emphasize personality, sharper performance, or advanced electronics, just being good isn't enough anymore. The Ninja 650's strength, its balance, also became its biggest weakness, as it failed to excel at any one thing. So now, let's go from middleweight mediocrity to a flagship material that couldn't outrun its own legacy or its price tag. Number 1. Honda Goldwing. Honda set out to redefine long-distance riding by creating a motorcycle that offered supreme two-wheel touring luxury. The vision was to deliver unparalleled comfort and convenience for riders who valued highway cruising without compromise. The Honda Goldwing aimed to be the ultimate highway cruiser, combining power, comfort, and advanced features in one refined package. It promised smooth performance, spacious seating, integrated luggage, and an advanced audio system to keep both rider and passenger entertained mile after mile. The heart of the Goldwing is a liquid-cooled flat-six engine displacing 1,800 cubic centimeters, producing 120 horsepower and 114 pound-feet of torque. This powerhouse is mated to a 5-speed gearbox with shaft final drive, designed to handle long-distance journeys with minimal maintenance. Weighing 850 pounds at the curve, the Goldwing features a double wishbone front suspension and a single-sided swing arm at the rear, both offering electronic preload adjustment to maintain comfort during touring. Braking is managed by dual 320mm discs with 6 piston calipers at the front and a single 316mm disc at the rear, providing reliable and controlled stopping power even when fully loaded. The 30-inch seat height allows for a comfortable riding position, accommodating a wide range of rider heights. This combination of robust power, refined suspension, and comprehensive braking makes the Goldwing a formidable touring machine. From its inception, the Goldwing was designed to cater to riders who prioritize long-distance comfort. The flat-six engine is celebrated for its buttery smooth operation, making highway cruising effortless and vibration-free. Honda emphasized comfort with a plush 2-up seat, integrated hard luggage, and an advanced audio system to enhance the riding experience. The bike's size and weight are deliberate, providing stability and a commanding presence on the road, ideal for extended trips across the country. However, the Goldwing's ambition to be the ultimate touring luxury bike also became its greatest obstacle. Retailing at over $30,000 for higher-spec models, the price tag positioned it squarely as a premium option, appealing only to the most dedicated long-distance enthusiasts. While some riders viewed it as the pinnacle of touring luxury, others saw the cost as prohibitive, especially when other bikes offered similar comfort and reliability at a lower price point. One of the major challenges for the Goldwing was its positioning against established competitors. Shoppers often compared it to the Harley-Davidson Ultra Limited, a model with a deeply ingrained sense of brand loyalty and a more traditional cruiser aesthetic. The Ultra Limited's extensive dealer network and strong community support also made it an appealing alternative. Meanwhile, the BMW K1800L offered similar engine smoothness but included comprehensive rider aids and a reputation for reliability under diverse conditions. Both alternatives frequently held their value better on the used market and benefited from broader accessory ecosystems, leaving the Goldwing in a challenging spot. Dealerships tried various tactics to move unsold Goldwings from showroom floors. They offered generous trade-in allowances and bundled premium accessory kits, including custom windscreens, heated seating, and enhanced audio packages. To attract potential buyers, some dealerships hosted multi-stage demo tours, allowing riders to experience the Goldwing's cross-country comfort firsthand. Financing offers included deferred payment plans lasting multiple years, aiming to make the high purchase price more manageable. Despite these efforts, showroom floors still overflowed with pristine Goldwings, often sitting unsold for months. With the spotlight on these remaining Goldwings, here's your chance to capitalize on unmatched touring hardware at a discount. Which of these 7 underdog Japanese machines have you spotted gathering dust at your local dealership? Share your sightings and savings tips in the comments. Thank you, and if you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe.